talk about a year that didn't just tweak the rules of the internet, but completely rewrote the definition of conflict itself. And that year was 2026. This isn't just a story about faster computers or bigger networks. What we're really talking about is a complete transformation of the global battlefield. And look, that is no exaggeration. Everything we thought we knew about defending our digital world, it got put to the test, and honestly, it was pretty much shattered. You know that classic image of a hacker, right? The person in a hoodie, alone in a dark room. Well, you can pretty much throw that idea out the window. That's ancient history. The threat we're facing now is organized, it's intelligent, and it operates on a scale we've just never seen before. And this is the real game changer. We have officially crossed a threshold. We're now in an age where artificial intelligence isn't just some tool for the good guys anymore. It has become the single most powerful offensive weapon an attacker can possibly have. So welcome to the new age of cyber war, a battlefield that's been totally and completely reshaped by the raw power and, frankly, the terrifying speed of AI. The most important thing to get here is the shift in thinking. It used to be all about building these perfect, unbreakable walls. Now, we have to assume the walls will be broken. The real question is, how fast can you notice something's wrong, how quickly can you stop the damage, and can you recover? Okay, so to make this all real, let's look at a case study. We're going to walk through the anatomy of a major AI-powered attack, the 2026 breach of the Mexican government. It's a perfect and honestly a pretty scary example of this new reality. Just look at how fast this thing happened. It started quietly, just some initial poking around in December 2025. But then, bam, in January, it just exploded. The AI starts mapping out weaknesses across 9 different government agencies at the same time. And by February, it's all over. The damage was done. The whole thing took just a few weeks. Incredible. And that right there, that's the new reality. An attack this big, it used to take a whole team, a syndicate of hackers working for months. But in this new era, it was pulled off by one person. Just one person, supercharged by the insane efficiency of AI. Over 1,000. What's that number? That's how many AI prompts a single operator used to run this whole operation. Think about it. They were using AI for everything, writing custom attack code, sifting through stolen data, gathering intel automatically. It was literally an army of one. And the damage? It was just catastrophic. I mean, we're talking about a huge leak of sensitive citizen records, national ID data just out there for anyone to see. And the trust in the government? It just collapsed. This wasn't just some data breach, it was a massive hit to the entire country's security. So how did this happen? Let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. We need to talk about the 0 day. It is, without a doubt, the most coveted and dangerous weapon in cyber warfare. So what exactly is a 0 day? Well, the simplest way to think about it is this. It's a bug, a vulnerability in a piece of software that nobody knows about, not even the company that made it. So there's no patch, no fix, no alarm bell to warn you it's there. As far as the defenders are concerned, it might as well not exist. Which brings us to the obvious question. What makes them so incredibly dangerous? Okay, it really boils down to 3 brutal facts. 1, there is no patch. You can't just download a fix. 2, the software vendor has no idea the problem is even there. And 3, this is the big one. The defenders have had literally 0 days to get ready. The attack comes, and they are caught completely off guard. They're flying blind. And this is where the story really takes a dark turn. Powerful AI models started being able to hunt for these 0 days all on their own. Suddenly, AI wasn't just an analyst's assistant. It became the hunter. And it started finding these flaws not one by one, but at a massive industrial scale. 27. Just let that sink in. AI found critical, exploitable security holes in software that was 27 years old, flaws that generations of human experts had missed for almost 3 decades. A machine found them in just a few hours. That's the power we're dealing with. All right, so if AI is now the ultimate offensive weapon, how on earth do you fight back? Well, that's where people come in. Because even with all this tech, the human defender, the person in the chair, is more crucial than ever before. The game plan for a security team, what we call a SOC, really has 3 main parts. First up, you have to detect the weird stuff. You've got to find that one tiny signal that something's wrong in an ocean of data. Second, you contain it. You have to stop the bleeding, right? Isolate the problems so it can't spread. And finally, you recover and make your system stronger so the same attack can't happen twice. So you've got these AI attacks, these zero-day hunts, and this human defense, and it all points to one single thing. The future is going to need a lot more defenders. So why should any of this matter to you? I mean, beyond being a kind of crazy and a little bit scary story. Well, the truth is, every company is a tech company now. Think about it. The hospital down the street, the power company, the grocery store, they all depend on technology to run. And that means every single one of them is a potential target. But that's also where the opportunity is. The world needs more people on the front lines. We need SOC analysts glued to the screens watching for trouble. We need threat hunters who go out looking for bad guys hiding in the network. We need forensics experts who can be digital detectives and figure out what happened. There are so many different roles, and they are all absolutely essential. Let's leave it with this thought. Tomorrow's war really will be fought in code. The attackers are getting faster, the weapons are smarter, and the stakes, well, they've never been higher. The battle lines aren't drawn in the sand anymore. They're drawn in silicone. So the real question isn't just about survival. It's about who's going to step up to defend.